Welcome back. We're currently in the rounds segment of what we're doing with this game. Sort of, because we're heading to new areas and exploring new areas, so I don't kind of consider them the same as the rounds in the past, if you know what I mean. Because it's new. It's worth seeing. Definitely worth seeing. Like where we went previously, that was definitely worth seeing. The border of Erebonian? Oh yes. She moved. What are you doing over here? Fennec is a bit frivolous, but he's a kind child deep down. Cindy's definitely a bit of a cocky one, but she's bright and does a great job with the chores. As for Henry, he's really had such a lively smile recently. Being surrounded by my grandchildren makes this old gal as happy as can be. They're the best gift my son has ever given me. Alright. I made plans to meet up with an old friend of mine today. I imagine it'll turn into a bragging competition over our grandchildren. Seems like you might win. Jeez. I've got a handsome face, so why aren't I getting invited to parties? I racked my brain and figured it out. I blow at dancing. I need to practice. And fast. Can't embarrass myself like some chump in front of all the ladies. Getting some practice will do me wonders. That's a point. Just thinking back to third and my ideas before that in the previous games, that it would be nice to have some mini-games. A dancing mini-game would be cool. Like do the waltz and stuff like that. That'd actually be kind of interesting. Just wondering where they are. There you are. Oh, hello. And you're actually wandering around. Oh. I apologize, but I have something to attend to tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's a church day, right? So you attend Mass every week, don't you, Sophia? And that's pretty amazing. I'm not sure I would call it amazing. Right now, if you spread the parsley like this, perfect. Just keep doing that. Any man would be lucky to have you as a wife in the future, Cindy. Yay. You really mean it? No, she doesn't. She's evil. Don't trust her. My current theory with these guys, by the way, in terms of my thoughts and feelings based on what we know, I think they are just genuinely nice people. But it's that case of, like, they're being overly nice because they lost a daughter. He probably doesn't know about it. The parents obviously do. It's that case of, like, something happened in the past. I don't know what, but they're trying to live the best life they possibly can. For her and their new son. Try to make the best of the situation. Try and make the world a happier place. That's where I feel it's going. We shall see, though. Today is Mummy's cooking class. It's so much fun. I always helped out Mummy and everyone else if they needed it. See, he's just a nice kid. The main dish of today's class is going to be salmon stew. Isn't it wonderful to cook alongside all your friends? We always throw ourselves a bit of a tea party after cooking class ends. Everybody seems to be having a lot of fun talking today. Oh, let me help with the dishes. I love these sorts of things. Oh, let me help with the dishes. I can understand, it's like, especially the tea party bit. Be lovely. Although, tea parties do run in Ren's families, don't they? Ren's families? Ren's family. You know what I mean. Arkansas's tickets are famous for their insane prices and scarcity. Wait, pizza! That makes sense with that kid now. Anyway, there are 3 different types of seats in sections B, A, and S. Apparently, the troupe has prepared exclusive seats for their most distinguished visitors. Only sponsors and special guests may use them, though. So we're getting in those seats. Tickets for the S-section seats go for 200 times their regular value at auctions. They're exceedingly popular, as you might imagine. Oh, yes, of course. Still can't go in there very well. Let's go down here yet. When do we go back into Geofront? Because I want to talk about my grand theory. I've talked about it a bit on Discord, but it's a splendid day today, isn't it? It basically has to do with the cypress trees, in case you're wondering. It's just a bit further along on that route. Representative Campbell just took off in an unbelievably luxurious Opel vehicle. You know, come to think of it, the Diet meeting should be happening any day now. Crossbell's politicians and members of the Diet are about to get a whole lot more busy. Diet's budget meeting draws near. Crossbell's politicians and Diet members are about to get a whole lot more busy. So nothing else going on there. Very well. See about the kitty. Where are they? There they are. Eek, Marie, that tickles. I bet Marie is the most spoiled kitty to ever live. Marie gets lonely if I don't pet her every once in a while. Marie's a very spoiled kitty. I can't help but pet her every time I see her. Well, it's gonna be nothing, that, isn't it? Our company's performance has been spectacular. I'll be helping them launch a new branch office in the Kreutzen province of Eastern Erebonian next month. There's something troubling me. The management at my company asked me if I'd like to become a branch manager. This is a pretty big opportunity for us. I think I should hear my wife's opinion before I make any hasty decisions, though. Probably wise. Especially because, the future's not bright for Erebonia. Let's put it that way. It's not exactly bright for Crossbell, though, is it? Anyway, let's head out to the Cathedral. This is where things get interesting, because we've got different places to go now. Outside of town. Hello! Sunday school is in session in the Cathedral's classroom. Currently, it falls on my shoulders to keep anyone suspicious from interfering. You're with the police, correct? Please feel free to enter. Given that this institution watches over the well-being of Crossbell's children. Yes, I take guard duty very seriously, do you know? I don't trust them, especially now with so many incidents occurring throughout Crossbell. Just take those monster attacks from the other day, for example. I just don't trust them. It seems too easy to trust the church based on everything we know. It's one of those things where it's like, it's the feeling I've got is like the church is fine, generally, from what we know. But I feel this certain section isn't. There's something wrong with it. It feels like it's been corrupted, manipulated, it's a cover, all those types of things. I consider myself a capable cook, so I treat the children to lunch when they make it to Sunday school. However, I fear more and more children are starting to become picky eaters. Well, I'll just show them what I'm made of. I'll casually mix in their least favorite food with their favorites. That way, their taste buds will slowly get used to them. When I finally reveal what they stuffed their faces with, oh, now that will be something to behold. My mother tried that. It didn't work. That's the best way of putting it. It's when there's several different stories around now. Like when I was a baby, like moving on to solid food, it was very much that case of she tried to put carrots in my food, and they would be the only thing I couldn't eat because we've been through my carrot thing in the past. I'd remove them. I'd put the food in my mouth and pull out the carrot bits, and there'd be like a trail of carrot bits across my plate. As a baby, this is. That's how much I don't like carrots. All the way back then. And then later on, she would try and sneak in vegetables into like some mash, some potato mash and all that type of stuff. I'd know if she'd done it because I could taste it. So I didn't eat the mash. It never worked. I'm already looking forward to getting rid of their pesky eating habits. It's like, you could just try and find alternatives that work just as well. I did. Crossbell Cathedral Parsonage. Those who have come to pray are welcome in the cathedral. Now, apparently I missed a room in here. Someone did tell me down in the comments, easy to miss a room. Ah, this one, isn't it? Yes. Let's go in there first. Long ago, the Great Collapse shook the world to its core, irrefutably changing it. It caused the utter destruction of the very continent we call home, Zemuria. Concurrently, it annihilated the ancient civilization that inhabited this land, alongside their advanced technology, which is said to have been even greater than our own. Looks like they're in the middle of Sunday school lesson right now. This really brings me back. I think I see some familiar faces in the class too. Speaking of which, is that teacher who I think it is? It couldn't possibly. It could possibly. Can I not speak to the kid? Do I have to go behind? Okay. My papa loves to talk about old stuff like the ancient Zemurian civilization. Did Rio and Henry end up forgetting about class today? I even told them we had Sunday school today. Well, it's not like I'm their mummy. I'll just study without them. Don't read my notebook. What are you writing in your notebook? Wouldn't we be able to protect ourselves against a disaster like that with modern technology? Depends what it is. It depends what the catastrophe was. Hey, Hamil. It's Hamil. Were you able to follow what Sister Marble just said? Were you even listening? It wasn't even that hard. Oh, really? Just show me your notes when we get home later. My twin brother Tamil isn't that great when it comes to studying. Guess this goes to show that being athletic isn't everything, huh, Tamil? Hamil's so full of himself just because he's better at studying. Am I? Wait, the Great Collapse actually happened? I don't want to think about scary stuff like that. Oh, poor Momo. Poor Momo. Oh, who might you be? Sorry for barging in like this, Mom. But man, seeing this classroom again really brings back memories. Wait a second. I swear I've seen this sister somewhere before. Walking around on 4 legs. Blue and white fur. It's Zeet! Hold on. Are you by any chance? Sight, again, it's a joke. I have to clarify. Lloyd? Lloyd Bannings? You know me? Friend of yours? Wait, Sister Marble? It's wonderful to see you again, Lloyd. And the young lady next to you must be Elie, right? Look at you two, all grown up now. I knew I recognized you. It really has been a while, Sister Marble. Huh? You know her too, Elie? I do. Sister Marble was my teacher when I attended Sunday school. Lloyd and Elie are close in age and even took classes from the same sister. How could they not have known each other? Well, Crossbell City is so large, each district has its own Sunday school class on different days of the week. Wait. These two were in different classes, you see. Makes sense to me. It's sort of strange if you think about it. We could have been childhood friends, Lloyd. I wish. So, Sister Marble, how did you manage to recognize us after all these years? Are you implying that I would forget the faces of my 2 beloved students? Besides, the 2 of you in particular were always unique. How so? Well, you see, whenever I speak to them, I can see sprites in the air. Sort of like an outline of them as characters. It's very weird. Poor Lloyd was spoiled beyond belief and always clung to Cecile. And little Elie was particularly well versed in topics related to the birds and the bees. Come again? Sister Marble. I really appreciate this highly educational history lesson, teacher. Got any other interesting chapters in these kiddies' lives we should know about? Oh, I know plenty. Let's see. Come on, give us a break. We were young, okay? I'm just teasing. What a shame. Anyway, I'm so happy to see both of you again. Please drop by whenever you want. I can brew some tea, and we can reminisce. Oh, I'd love that. You can count on it. Ah, Lloyd and Elie. I assure you that seeing you again fills me with joy, but I'm in the middle of class right now. Would you mind coming back on a day I'm not teaching Sunday school? What, like a Monday? Or you'd be teaching on Sunday school on a Monday? What? It just gets very confusing. There's never a dull moment with all these kids running around. Honestly, kids used to bug me to no end. But thanks to my prayers, I think Adios has made my heart grow a few reggae. By offering up my prayers, Adios has shaped me into a kinder, gentler man. So grateful for her and this cathedral. The mayor of Crossbell City stops by the cathedral to pray on a regular basis. It seems he prays for the peace and safety of fellow Crossbellans whenever his schedule allows him. There's something oddly different about this church, chapel, cathedral thing. Like, Adios here does not look like Adios I've seen elsewhere before and after. So it seems very, very weird. The mayor of Crossbell City also stops by the cathedral to pray on a regular basis. It seems he prays for the peace and safety of Crossbellans whenever his schedule allows him. Even the normal chapel window looks different. Through whispers in my ears, I am aware of the Special Support Section's actions. Pay no mind to those accusing you of blatantly copying the braces. But the goddess of the sky shall never abandon those who act under the belief of righteousness and justice. It is nothing short of a miracle that there are people in this world willing to help others in need. The goddess of the sky shall never abandon those who act under the belief of righteousness and justice. Again, yeah, just the stained windows different. There's something oddly different about this place. The Septian Church wanted to invest in the education of Zimberia's youth, and that led to the creation of our Sunday schools, which we do on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Sister Marble is teaching again today, if you were curious. Already been. Sister Marble has been in charge of this Cathedral Sunday School for a long time now. I'm preparing for my business trip to the downtown district tomorrow. Okay. There's no one else in the... Okay, it's just you? Alright then. Again, that looks so different to what we know. It's odd. Two gangs operating out of the downtown district are the Saber Vipers and Testaments, right? Those Testament hooligans in particular look like they belong to some sort of religious cult. Bet I could help them to find their way back to the rightful path. See, I think it's the inverse. I think more like you're a cult. You're something else posing as the church. Whereas Wazzy is very much, he is the church. I truly wish I could help those Saber Viper and Testament kids. Give them a little push in the right direction, that's all. It's that case of, even if I'm wrong, it still seems a bit strange. That's what I'm getting at. Like, even if I'm completely way off base on that, it still feels very strange as a cathedral. You know, the anniversary festival is coming up next month. Time really does fly by. Perhaps that's because I chose to spend my days in a secluded place like this. The anniversary festival is already right on us, is it? I still remember last year's festival as if it was yesterday. It was? What? A skirmish between Erebonian and Calvard 30 years ago robbed me of my husband. We had fights day in and day out, but I had known how things would have turned out. I know that damn skirmish 30 years ago is the real culprit. I can't help but feel guilty. Right, I've decided to check that direction we couldn't go before in the tunnel on our way to mines. Let's see if we can actually proceed there now, because we've got nothing else going on. It looks like we can. Is it new enemies? Oh god. Oh crap. They look more like what I remember. Let's run away and try and get a proper advantage here. Right, cool. We've got loads of chances here to run away. It's like, these things look too familiar and I'm scared. Okay. Don't follow me. There we go. You're too scary. I've had practice with you guys, these guys. Abyss Worm. An elite monster that lives underground. When damages, it causes earthquakes. Don't like these guys. I don't like them. Okay, let's see about... Oh, you don't get stunned. At least not easily. Let's increase his CP back up. And we're taking that, obviously. We got that risk of the earthquake there. Scare me so much these days, these guys. Again, completely understandable if you know what they are. Okay, good. I mean, obviously I'm going with that at this point. Which would be the best one? 999's all there. Probably be best on that one, wouldn't it? So Palmer, it's got 9 on all Sepith. Yeah. Good. Okay, Crush Bomb. Will it work with that earthquake, though? Doubt it will. Let's hope we get the burn on it. Mickey Mouse. When will you appear, though? That's the question. Trying to get as much damage out as I can now on these guys. So now I'm unleashing this, you see. Just too scared of them. Too scared. I think it's right to be scared of them, though. I don't think you can blame me for that. Even if they're very, very easy, and they barely do any damage to me, I'm right to be scared. Good. I mean, just think, if that had been all on one person, that would have been very, very bad. This is not an AoE this time. Ooh, 32. 32. Okay. And calm down now, we don't need to kill any more of them if I see them. Hello? Okay, so run away. Run away. There we go, lovely. Oh, we got another one! The bloody things! Should be right though, because it's only the one, isn't it? What happens if I get a crit on that? Do I get like CP plus 40? I doubt it. Hi. I don't want to waste the crit, so... It's not great, is it, really? I do need to build up my CP, don't I? Let's go with normal attacks. It's fine, that's only a little bit of damage. Ooh. Didn't anticipate that. Who got the crit then? Randy got the... no, the counter even. It's like, Randy missed, it missed, I got the counter. So it's like, alright. That's one way to do it. What we got down here then? Just avoid you completely. What's that over to the right? I don't know. I had hoped that Phantom Thief B would be the one to loot me. I guess I'm not beautiful enough. A whimper. Well, the thing is, it's like, if it was going to be looting you, it'd be the thing inside that would be beautiful enough, not you, the actual chest, that would be beautiful enough. Help! I'm careening off of a cliff. I think my S-brakes were cut. Oh, God. Just, no, again, it's like, I'm not allowing these puns. They're just puns, jokes, just, no. There's something on the ground. Oh. It's just windsurfers. But, ooh. Oh, hello. This I didn't anticipate seeing. Just that I was just wondering if there's anything to be said there. Like, no, that's just... That's intriguing. What is this place? Daddy gets grumpier and grumpier as the anniversary festival comes closer for some weird reason. Did I do something wrong? Started talking about the anniversary festival and then Daddy got all angry. Did you lose your wife during it or something? Since the anniversary festival is right around the corner, everyone's started to act all festive. I know the festival is great and all, but slack off too much and someone could get hurt. I know the festival is a good time, but people should stay a bit more focused. If they even want to make it to the festival, they should focus and not make any stupid mistakes that could get themselves injured. My son Alec was running like crazy around town earlier. I do wish he would be careful. It's not very safe with all the heavy-duty equipment lying around town. And there's cliffs too. If he isn't careful, he's going to drag himself home half dead one day. Alec should exercise caution for once in his life. Does need exercise these days. If he doesn't, he's going to end up hurting himself badly someday. Did see the barrel? I don't think I didn't see that barrel there. I'd have someone standing here overlooking everything, if I was in charge of NPC locations. Just looking off. Like this, but on the opposite side. Up there. Did all of the best men in mines decide to skip town when I was born? See, my brother is lazy, he was very cold and extremely unsociable. I know he's a miner, but no matter what he does, he just smells like mud all the time. Carlos may be an option, but he's far too gentle for my tastes. I prefer a man who's more wild. Guess the only thing I can do is go to Crossbell City and fish, look for a man. Uh-huh. Only one thing left to do. I've got to find myself a nice man from the city. When does the bus come again? Oh dear, Amy, oh dear, oh dear. I've been transporting Septium with my truck for a while now, so sometimes I can't help but think, when will we end up running out of Septium? It's not like the mine has an infinite amount. I was actually thinking this as well recently, just that sort of idea of like, it's gonna run out. Eventually, right? Oh man, thinking about this always puts me in a bad mood. I've been transporting Septium with my truck for a while now, so sometimes I can't help but think. Yeah, it's just like, where is it coming from? What is it? It's gonna run out. Do you plan on going into space and maybe mining other planets and stuff like that eventually? Sort of like what we're planning, eventually. Like mining the asteroids. There is a plan in place, the best way of putting it. There's not actually any missions or anything like that, but the plan's there, the idea's there. I think China are the ones at the forefront of that idea right now. Think. Oh, nice to see you again. Good work at busting those mafiosos. Sounds like you were even able to build up quite the case against them. You mean Ravach? Regardless of our success, they were still acquitted after 2 days. That may be, but don't beat yourselves up over it. Replace the police with the braces, and the outcome wouldn't have changed, probably. Ever since the attacks, we make sure to patrol mines every now and then, while working on other jobs. The guild might be busier than ever, but it's something we have to do. You all handled those monsters' attacks, pretty well. Remember not to get too caught up with your victory, though. Always stay committed to improving yourself and you'll go far. See, acknowledging the SSS? In his own way. Never forget this. Success invites pride, and before you know it, that very same pride could drown you. If you let that happen, success becomes a pipe dream. Always stay committed to improving yourself, and you'll go far. Oh dear, I just want to hop back into bed. Is that so much to ask? Due to those miners' excessive noise and partying, no and I weren't able to get much sleep. Just how long do they plan to keep this dumb monsters are gone party going anyway? Miners throw what they like to call a monsters are gone party every single night. If I'm not mistaken, they're just looking for an excuse to drink their fill. Goddess preserve my sanity. Now that those monster nuisances are in the past, Mines is back to the same old, same old. The only nuisance we have to worry about is the mining crew complaining about how they don't get off work early anymore. I'm just glad they no longer have to worry about getting jumped. Good thing those monsters are a thing of the past. Now the town doesn't have to worry about stepping outside at night. And it's all thanks to you four. Everyone, you have my sincerest thanks. Do I? Why did you give me that? You should keep it. I'm biding my time in this town until I can fulfill my goal, purchasing those precious Septium crystals. You see, crystals aren't something small a monster would drop like Sepith. Pure Septium contain a magnificent glow and are worn as jewelry by most of the Erebonian nobility. If I were to return home accompanied with a bag of Septium crystals, I'm positive that I could make quite the profit. Septium crystals aren't something small a monster would drop like Sepith. Very well. My lady is the sole daughter of a prominent imperial merchant. She ventured to Crossbell with the intentions of becoming a great merchant herself, dragging me along with her. Since I left the mansion without saying anything to my lady's father, I am positive that I will get a harsh scolding when we return. If we don't return to the mansion quickly, I am going to be out of a job. God, I hope my lady will be able to procure these Septium crystals soon. My husband works on the excavation plans with Mine Hoffman. They have to do this every day so that Mines doesn't surpass the Septium quota mandated by the state government. The special support section really helped us out in that unfortunate incident. To think that those strings of monster attacks were coordinated by a group of people who were nearly ensnared by the Mafia's clever trap. Everyone, thank you for your help in this crazy situation. Shouldn't be long before we regain what we lost from delaying our excavation plans. My heart goes out to the mining crew, but I need them to work hard for a little while longer. Have you ever gone to those creepy ruins down the mountain path's branching road? Yes. I can't help but get fired up when I see something like that. I swear I'm going to explore it one of these days. Oh, you know. Have you ever gone to those creepy... I know what it looks like inside. I'll have to go explore it one of these days. Is that where we were at the start of the game? Because I'm just wondering if, like, that's where the stairway down to Gehenna is. And if, with the whole children stuff, again, I'm worried about all the children in Crossbell. So it's just I'm trying to connect dots, and it's like, I'm worried. I'm so worried for them. The Septium mine in mines is well known for its abundance of magnificent quality. On top of that, Septium, of all 7 elements, can be found in our mines. If you don't believe me, I'll have you know that foreign merchants travel to mines all the time in order to buy it. Septium mine in mines is well known for its abundance and magnificent quality. Lately that abundance has been on a slow decline, but merchants don't travel far and wide in order to buy it. Why is it on the decline, eh? Huh? Okay, yeah, I'm slacking, alright. I'll just be for a little bit, so don't tell the other miners, okay? I'm worn out right now, so I just need a break. Don't tell the others, okay? Okay? Okay. Max has fully recovered from the injury that monster gave him, at long last. He's definitely enthusiastic about it. Have to make up for all the lost time, dear, he told me. He left the mine with a giant grin on his face. Oh, you guys are that group who helped out the town. The special support section, alright? Thanks, everyone. Gantz and I owe you big time. Thanks, everyone. I'm scared to imagine what would have happened to us if you hadn't stepped in. Special support section. I'll make sure to raise a glass in your honor tonight. What comes back to drinking? Heave-ho! Damn it, memories of yesterday's failures at Barker are pissing me off. Gotta get back over there as soon as possible. Wonder if Marla would lend me some mirror again if I asked nice enough. Hurry up, weekend. I may have lost a bunch recently, but I'm gonna earn every mirror back, just you wait. Yeah, good luck with that, mate. Max's injury finally healed, thank goodness. Now we can finally get the mine back to its standard pace. Oh, I'm feeling it today. I'm really feeling it. These rocks can't stop my pickaxe. But Max is well enough to come back to the mine. Alright, time to show this mine who's boss. Aren't you? You're the boss, aren't you, yeah? Yeah? I was finally given the green light to come back to work after my injuries from the monster attack healed up. Man, I hated being confined to my bed. I'm ready to burn off this energy in the mines. Well, that's us done for another part then. So let's actually go back to Crossbell City and we'll be continuing the rounds in the next part. Obviously going off into the other districts like we did here and probably venturing out if we can. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.